Some cars looked amazing when they were first released, and then a few years later we realized how ugly they truly were. The following cars, however, were obviously crap when they were released. The following 8 cars are truly ugly, hideous looking vehicles that should have never seen a manufacturing facility, yet people continued to buy these. Aston Martin Lagonda. The Aston Martin Lagonda was made from 1976 to 1990. There were 4 different series of this car made, but somehow the design just got uglier and uglier. Aston Martin had a reputation of building amazing cars, but the Aston Martin Lagonda definitely left a stain on their face. AMC Pacer. Car and Driver called the AMC Pacer the Flying Fish Bowl. The Pacer even makes the Chevy Chevette look better by comparison. Reliant Robin. The Reliant Robin looks something like a mall cop would drive around the parking lot. The Reliant Robin was a 3-wheeled vehicle that even the tackiest of Brits would make fun of. Sometimes I wonder what it would have looked like if the Revolutionary War had never occurred and the Americans and British were all one big happy family. Then I look at this car and I think, damn, things truly would be worse off. On an episode of Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson drove a Reliant Robin 14 miles. Clarkson described driving it as dangerous and inviting your mum round for an evening on chat roulette. Reliant Regal. The Regal is another car that was made by Reliant. They found their niche of selling ugly cars to people such as Helen Keller and Stevie Wonder, so they kept at it. I mean, you had to be blind to like this car. I like small cars, but if you were only going to use 3 wheels, then you should probably be using a design that looks better like Elio. Of course, Reliant sold countless vehicles, and we may never see the Elio released. AMC Gremlin. The AMC Gremlin was designed by the same guy who designed the AMC Pacer, Dick Teague. Dick Teague was personally responsible for some of the most hideous vehicles ever made and the downfall of the AMC company. In addition to the Gremlin and Pacer, Teague also designed the AMC Hornet. Later, he helped in the design of the Dodge Neon. He did partially redeem himself with his greatest creation ever, the Jeep Cherokee XJ, whose design he oversaw. At least the Gremlin had a cool name. Hugo. The Hugo was cheap, great gas mileage, small, and ugly. I was 10 years old and almost 6 feet tall when I got stuck in the backseat of my dad's girlfriend's Hugo on a drive from Idaho to San Diego. I can relate to women having cramps, but even my doll won't save you when you're in the back of the Hugo. Want to get some love and action going on in the back seat? Unless you're a dwarf with another dwarf, it ain't gonna happen. This car's so ugly we bombed their factory in the former Yugoslavia. Officials say it was an accident. 1976 Sebring-Vanguard city car. There are different models to this car and the design evolved, but the 1976 Sebring-Vanguard city car is truly hideous. I'd rather get raped by an ogre in prison than be seen in one of these cars, and I drive a Prius. Marcos Mantis. The Marcos Mantis is considered a sports car. Who would have figured that the ugliest car ever would be a sports car? The Marcos Mantis is uglier than a Hugo, and that says a lot. The modern Marcos Mantis looks much better than the original, but we can say that about Michael Jackson's kids too. So which car did I leave off the list that you would add to this list? And which car do you think is the ugliest of all time? Hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.